about that time. Assemble and talk. No cap. It's a civil war. You thinking you worthy. You feeling like door. Smash that like button like Hawk, yeah.
You know I could be a biased nigga when it come to DC. Like, I thought I was gonna like this movie no matter what. Like, you feel me? Like, I thought, like, nah, this is gonna be another Batman versus Superman. I'm gonna have to watch this movie 2 to 3 times to come to reality. But no, watching it the first time, like, it was very underwhelming.
By the way, sidebar, and I'm not gonna stay, I don't want to stay too much on this, but when you say 2 to 3 times before I get to reality on Batman vs Superman, that means you end up liking Batman Superman, right?
No, it's the opposite.
Oh, you didn't after a while.
Like, when I first watched Batman vs Superman, I got so caught up in the hypeness that it's Batman versus Superman that they did no wrong my first sit down. Like, you feel me? The fact that I'm seeing this live action.
It's funny because the way you phrase that, I would think it would be opposite for you since you were like, yo, it's called Batman vs Superman. I want to see nothing but Batman versus Superman. And so I would think on your first few watches, you would be like, see? But then I think after a while, you would like it.
Nah, it was the opposite for me. Like, I walked out the theaters star-eyed. Like, yo, I just watched Batman fight Superman, live action, like. But then, like, re-watching it, like, after it came on HD and shit like that, I'm like, yeah, nah, this movie, first of all, they added way too much shit. This movie does not need to be that long at all. Like, there's a lot of downtime that we did not need.
And I think it was, sorry. Yeah.
And honestly, like I said, like, it just overall very underwhelming. Like, the action and shit was, like, good at the end. Like, that little 3-way brawl between Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman and Doomsday, like, that was cool. Like, that was a cool scene, but, like, that's not Doomsday. Like, that's, like, right. You feel me? Like,
I mean, for me, it was Doomsday enough. Like, y'all don't gotta make him look identical. As long as he acts like Doomsday, okay. And that's what they did. And, I mean, when I say looks-wise, you don't need a million spikes on his bodies. But he was acting like Doomsday, and he was buff like
gray,
Doomsday.
That's it.
He was
like,
gray buff and on destruction mode. So that was enough for me. But I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. And to everyone out there, I don't care. Put it in the comments. Let me know what you thought about Batman vs Superman. But for me, I really enjoyed that movie to this day, bro. That's a movie I can just throw on and see all the parts you say you didn't like with the all the downtime. I love the downtime because that movie is just such a serious movie that people don't realize, I think, that if Snyder would have got to finish his arc, he had a 5-movie plan. Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, Justice League 1, 2, and 3. That was the arc. That was his phase. It was a story he was telling through those 5 movies. And if we would have got to see the rest of the movies, it would have all made sense, and you would have appreciated. I think most people would have appreciated. I think Batman vs Superman even more. It was so much of the stuff because they released his storyboards online after maybe a couple years after it's out now. You can go and check. You could look up Batman vs Superman on YouTube. I mean, not Snyderverse 5-movie plan on YouTube. You can look it up and they'll have the stories of what's going on or what was supposed to happen in each movie. And so much of what was happening in Batman vs Superman was setting up different points in the other 2 Justice League movies, or even the first Justice League movie, which was the Snyder cut, not the original theatrical cut. Like when Barry went back in time, that was from the prologue of the
Flash movie?
No, the Snyderverse. I mean the Snyder cut of Justice League. Remember at the end, the Nightmare Realm?
Oh, with Bruce talking to Joker and shit?
Yeah.
Ben Affleck?
Remember, that's the suit that Flash had on.
Yeah, it was.
Remember what Joker tell him? How many times are you going to reset the universe because you don't have the cojones to do this yourself and die yourself? He kept sending Flash back. Batman kept sending Flash back. Warn me, because I'm the only one that can do this. Warn me so I can know what to do. So that's why I remember when we watched Batman vs. Superman, it's like, all right, we know that's Flash.
Before you keep, not to cut you off, but I just want to touch down on that, like, because you just mentioned that in the Snyderverse cut, that little post-credit scene that you just said.
The prologue,
That mix that little scene with the entrance sequence to Flash. That's the Batman movie we should have got. Fuck you, Ben Affleck. Fuck you. Good ass for turning that.
It's half his fault and half the studio's fault. When I say studios, that's Warner Brothers. You know what it was? They was making it very hard with the decisions they was making afterwards with the movies. I'm pretty sure it went down like this. They came to him. Snyder came to him also. They had a story in front of him. This is what's going to play out in the next few years. You're going to be the intricate part. Literally the main part aside from you and Henry Cavill. Y'all going to be Captain America and Iron Man. I'm pretty sure those words was spurred out. And they just didn't follow those promises after he started shooting releases, scenes, you feel me? So after Batman Superman came out, yeah, they got bad feedback from it. They still sold like 700 million.
Man.
It was just that it was supposed to be a $2 billion movie the way people know is Batman versus Superman. You don't put the V in the middle.
Shit, yeah.
You don't put the V. You put the N sign. The little, the slash, you put that Batman and Superman. You don't put Batman v Superman because now we expecting them to fight the whole movie.
Yeah.
So that was the biggest problem, I think.
That's like, but I feel like that's like superhero shit, like in general. Like, in any versus, when we see two superheroes fight, I feel like we're never gonna get a definitive winner.
Yeah.
Because it's always like we have to appease to, like, let's say
both audiences.
Yeah, the fan of this person and the fan of that person.
Yeah, if you look at any verses that we ever got, what? Civil War, Iron Man and Cap, Freddy versus Jason, Batman versus Superman. None of them won. But
Hulk versus
but
Wolverine.
there's a
Hulk
winner.
versus Thor.
But there's an argument to say he didn't win.
Yeah, he could have. This person could have.
Let's start with Freddy versus Jason. He walked out with his head out the water.
But Freddy winked.
Freddy winked, and you didn't cut my head off.
Yeah.
The chick cut my head off. And I was kicking your ass before she cut my head off.
I had to jump.
So how did you win?
First of all, I'm a Freddy fan, so you know.
Yeah,
with
me
that,
too. Come on.
With that,
Come on.
I was
Freddy
team
fan.
Freddy.
Freddy all the
Come
way.
on, y'all didn't do that.
I
So-
think Jason won.
And that's why they have to do
You're a
both.
Jason fan, yeah. They had to give us that wink
Yeah.
at the end because we would have been tight if they.
Now
didn't
go
give
to
us that
Civil
wink at the
War. It's Cap's movie, so he has to win. But both sides have strong standpoints of who's the winner, like who's right or wrong, right? That's the biggest thing with Civil War. And it
Yeah.
makes sense for the title. A Civil War is both feel they right within the same community, so they go against each other. Iron Man has a bigger fan base at the moment, but it's Cap's movie. We got to make it look like Tony lost. But let's make it proof that they jumped him and he was winning.
You have to give Iron Man fans
Yeah,
something.
he was
to-
beating both of them up individually, and they jumped him.
We can't just give.
and there was
Cap
nobody
the-
else.
We can't just give Cap the dub.
The clear dub, but he
Yeah.
won because he slammed the
this
shield
is
into
his
his
movie.
chest. Endgame. No pun intended. That's it, bro. It's over. So with Civil War, same thing, right? They can't have a clear winner, but they have to have both sides feel like an argument that they could win. And then with Batman vs Superman, which came out the same year, they have to. We know Superman could win, but we know Batman's a big deal. So we have to show him, beat him, but not beat him KO. That is the fact that you won.
There's a reason why you won.
Is a reason why you won. Our moms got the same name, which I thought was really clever. Some people that was corny, but I thought that was really clever that their moms had the same name because even as us being DC fans for so long, we kind of forget that. Like we don't even notice it. Not that I forget it. We don't even notice
First
it.
of all, yeah, I was just about to say that. I ain't gonna lie. Like, as long as I've been a Batman fan, and fuck Batman fan, as long as I've been a DC fan, like, period. Like, when the scene happened, I'm like, wait, they have the same. Their
Right.
mothers have the same name. Like,
Yeah, and it's funny now. I cannot not see it. Like whenever
Yeah.
they show the tombstones,
Wait, what's
it says
their names?
Martha Wayne, and then Martha, I guess Kent.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I'll be watching everything. Like even when I was talking about the Merry Little Batman. By the way, if y'all haven't seen Merry Little Batman, go see it. It's you can find it on streaming sites. So I'm pretty sure they probably have it on HBO Max. I don't know.
no, it's
Amazon Prime.
Amazon.
Yeah, Merry Little Batman is a new Christmas Batman animation special movie. Too long, right? But it's just all the stuff it is. And it's 90 minutes long, so it's a full-length movie. And it's Damian Wayne, he's Batman's son, obviously. He's 8 years old, and it's Christmas time. And all he wants for Christmas is to be a superhero, right? Like, he's been wanting that forever, but he's thinking Batman, he's expecting Batman to gift him something that's going to make him a superhero. Or give him the news, like, yo, bro, I'm going to start training you.
Wait, in like that Merry Little Batman thing,
Yeah.
and I don't know if I never watched it. If he does like become a superhero, is he dressed up as Robin or is he like in another Batman suit? Because I seen like a cover of it and it looked like he was in a Batman suit.
Yeah, so he's in another Batman suit. Without giving too much away, spoiling nothing, and I don't want to spoil it for you because I want you to see it. It's a good kids movie, honestly. Like, and not even just to put kids. I know kids don't like being called kids, but honestly, it's a nice kids movie. You ever seen Home Alone?
Yes.
It's Home Alone meets Batman, a fusion between. That's what you say when two movies are like, or two things are like.
So it's like a Home Alone Batman.
Yeah, but with Damian Wayne. Batman's gone. Alfred's gone. Damian Wayne is left at home, and it's Christmas Eve,
So
and he has to.
it's kind of like similar to the thing where Damien and Superman's kid, like when all the adults are gone.
In a way, but it's more like Home Alone. Literally, like Home Alone. See how Home Alone's doing a lot of
I get it.
tricks around the house and pranks around the house because he don't want these people that's coming in the house to succeed and steal this stuff. He's doing the same. He's trying to protect Christmas from people entering his home, and he's left alone. And he's trying to prove to Batman that he could be a superhero. So yeah, it's really cool. But I forgot why I mentioned that. I forgot why I mentioned Batman. Mary Little Batman. Yeah, but oh yeah, even in that's what I was mentioning. They showed the tombstones of
Martha
and it says Martha. Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. But yeah, to bring things to a close with this section, I really enjoy Batman vs Superman nowadays, and I can watch it just over and over. I just really love the story building, and if you never got to see the 5-movie plan that Zack Snyder had, it probably take like 10, 12 minutes on YouTube. Like one video, you could catch one person that's breaking it down.
I mean, respectfully, bro, I'd rather not.
Why not?
Because I know I'm not gonna get it.
Get what? They explain it clear as day.
But he did get to finish.
I know, but they're gonna tell you all the stuff that was supposed to happen.
Yeah,
verbatim.
I don't want to know what's supposed to happen because I didn't get it. That's just gonna get me more tight.
No, it is. As a DC fan, you're gonna be mad.
I didn't get it. Like, okay, that's cool that y'all was gonna do that, but y'all didn't. So,
I want to give you a big spoiler.
For what?
That arc. Because you're not gonna watch it.
Hey, you might get it.
All right. If y'all have plans to go and check out Zack Snyder's 5-year DC plan for the Snyderverse, 5-movie DC plan, then just fast forward for like a minute from now, 2 minutes from now. If you don't care about the spoiler, listen in. In Justice League 3. All right, first of all, in Justice League 2, remember at the end of Justice League 1? I know I'm wilding, right? At the end of Justice League 1, remember they seen Darkseid through the portal? Yeah. And he's like grilling them, and they grilling him like, yeah, they'll be here. So in part 2, Darkseid comes and invades Earth. Like in Darkseid Apocalypse, the cartoon. Yeah. He comes and invades Earth, same exact way. He succeeds. He takes Superman, brainwashes him with the equation. Batman, and Batman started messing with Lois while Superman was gone. So that was gonna be brought to forefront. Like the whole time Superman was dead, Batman started messing with Lois, like in the comics or cartoons. Lois ends up, after Superman comes back, she ends up going back with him. Bruce is a playboy, so he don't care. He's like, all right, whatever. That was his original chick. Darkseid takes over, whatever. Kills Lois. Superman goes on an even darker tear. That's why we see him at the nightmare scene. She was my everything. You took her away from me. Nigga, you stole my chick. Yeah. You took her away from me. That's what he meant. Batman ended up getting Lois pregnant. Yeah. Bruce got Lois pregnant. Then Darkseid, in part 3 now, Darkseid is about to kill Lois and the baby in wherever they at. I think it was the hospital room with the beams. Batman jumps in front of it, sacrifices himself Iron Man style, but he created a gun that was able to kill Darkseid, a special gun. And he jumps in the way and shoots it at the same time. He dies, kills Darkseid.
Takes Darkseid with him.
Right, takes Darkseid out.
And this is supposed to be at the beginning of 3?
No, it's like the end of 3. Okay. This was like the end of the arc.
Okay,
No, he kills Darkseid. Now Earth is going to be free from being enslaved. It could start rehabilitating to get back to normal. And then Superman finds out that's not his baby. It's Bruce's baby. But him and Bruce being so close.
My son raises it as his own.
He raises it as his own and names him Bruce.
Wow.
This was arguably the birth of the new Batman, basically.
I mean, yeah, who's to say?
I mean, who's to say? But
Yeah.
you would assume he's gonna take on the Batman mantle if he.
The birth of Bruce.
I don't like it.
You like it?
That's,
I don't like it.
That's very interesting.
I'm
Wow.
glad they didn't do that.
I did not expect that.
Yeah, I think it was cool.
Wow.
I think it was a realistic way to
No, it definitely is realistic.
to humanize this
But it's a
godlike
little-
story.
It's a little bit too realistic though, bro. Like, come on. Like that shit is like loving hip hop shit. Like, like, come on, my nigga. Like, first of all, I don't. As much as I love my son, like, don't get me wrong, I don't like the idea of Batman taking out Darkseid. Like, I'm gonna keep it a whole rack. Like,
If anybody's gonna kill Darkseid, who it's gonna be?
Superman. Respectfully.
If they gave you the choice.
No, look.
If they gave you the choice to choose
That's what I'm
between,
trying to say. Like, I could see my son Bats
Waking.
having the last laugh. Like, yeah, nigga, you might kill me, but I'm gonna win. Like, I'm still gonna win the whole overall. Like, but as far as like defeating him, like not like killing him, like you might be able to get the best. Like Batman might be able to get one up on Darkseid and win the overall. And like, yes, my son is resourceful, but physically killing Darkseid is like, as much as I love my son, bro. Like,
it's
nah.
Iron Man and Thanos, though. You don't think that would have been great for us Batman fans?
I mean, come on,
We
bro.
would've had that under our belt.
But look at the equivalence, though. Iron Man needed all 6 stones to kill Thanos.
Yeah, all right.
Batman developing a gun to kill Darkseid is like
A little cop out.
like, come on, bro. Like, if that's the case, why didn't he develop a gun to kill anybody?
If
Yeah, I see what you mean.
if that was gonna be the case, like if they made Batman develop a gun to kill him, I think they should have like to make it more realistic to like say that it took years to do it.
Well, I think it did because remember in the when they showed the nightmare scene, that's in the future. We don't know how many years.
Yeah.
It could have been 12. It could have been 15. It could have been 8. It could have been.
Time is, that's my point.
We don't know how much. They would explain that
Time
in
is
the.
irrelevant. Darkseid is a fucking god. There should be nothing that Batman could make in a lab or Lucius Fox or whoever that's gonna kill this.
I see what you mean.
Like, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
Tony Stark's killed Thanos because he
Used
had
the stones
stones
that
that's
created the
beyond
world.
this earth, that's beyond all of us. And on top of that, let's get this out the way. It killed him too.
What? If,
Yeah.
Like, it ain't like he did it. My son died when he snapped his fingers. Like, Batman, yeah, okay, he didn't, like what you just said, he died too, but that's because he caught the Omega beam.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't die from his gun. Like,
Mm-hmm.
no gun that was made in a lab on Earth should kill Darkseid.
Right.
What
Like,
if,
you feel me? Like,
what if
I don't
Batman-
get who it was made by.
What if Batman made something that turned him into a god?
I see what you mean. And in the dark side, it's called Justice League Apocalypse, Dark Apocalypse, the cartoon movie. They there's this seat that Darkseid gives Batman, and that's like the strongest form of Batman ever.
The danger share.
That's what it's called? The danger share? Yeah, so when he uses it's like hovers and stuff, and when he's in that seat, it amplifies Batman's strategic mind, and it gives him abilities that he doesn't possess, like powers.
And the chair itself is sentient.
Yeah.
So did he sit on that and then make the gun, or like?
No, these are two different.
Yeah, those two different iterations. Like, so on the cartoon, he had the seat, and in the movie, we don't know if the seat was ever even a thing for Batman. You know, I don't think they was gonna bring the seat into the movies, but if they would have, that would have been dope too.
They should
Would've
have
been
did a
dope.
thing that it didn't kill him. It like
Yeah.
temporarily put him out.
It's
Not
like,
killing.
don't get me wrong, it's dope, but I don't like the idea of the seat for Batman.
Yeah, maybe more scenes from that movie, you would probably get more stuff that you probably like from it that would make more sense
From
from the 5-year plan.
no,
Because I'm only like giving like a 10% of it, 5% of it.
I just don't.
It was so much happening. Remember, there was a whole Justice League 2, a whole Justice League 3.
Okay, all right. See, with that being said, I could kind of agree with you on that because I don't mind too far fetched as long as it's done right. Take your own approach, like, you feel me. My thing is with superheroes is take. Nah, hold on, because I gotta really think about that because certain shit I don't like, no matter how they go about it.
Yeah. Nah, look, I'm not trying to say like you have to like it or like, nah, trust me, you would have liked it. Nah, look, you're a Batman fan enough to be like, nah, I don't like that for him, and that's justifiable. I'm just saying, like, me just being a superhero cliche, like I just love superhero movie shit, and hearing his plan, and already liking Man of Steel, already liking Batman vs Superman, and seeing the Snyder cut after a few years, like, oh, we finally got to see it, which I think is a top tier superhero movie.
No, Snyder cut definitely.
I think it's like top 10.
So not to cut you off. So you said you can't you fuck with Batman versus Superman.
No, I do a lot.
So not counting the Snyder cut, the original
Justice League.
Theatrical
cut.
The theatrical cut. How did you feel about that?
I'm not even going to front. When it came out, I didn't like it as much as I liked Batman vs. Superman. And
Really?
it was more people in it and stuff, and it was supposed to be better, but I like it because I like all superhero movies, but I didn't argue nobody when they would bash it because I knew, I'm like, I got it this week. Like, we just seen the Avengers Infinity War, bro. Like, you
It's
know,
crazy,
like,
that's something DC's always gonna like.
So for me, it was trash. I'm not gonna lie, but and then once I seen the Snyder cut a few years later, I'm like, wow, it was so trash then compared to the Snyder cut. Because the Snyder cut, to me, is a top 10 superhero movie. Honestly speaking.
I'm about to jump out the window a little bit. Fuck if. Compare, in your opinion, the best DC movie you've seen to the worst.
We just look at all DC. It don't matter if it's Christopher Nolan. It don't matter if it's
All DC movies.
All right, cool. All right, just
All
want to make
DC
sure.
movies. Compare that, the best DC movie you've seen, to the worst Marvel movie you've seen.
Oh, that's a spin because I thought you was gonna say the best of the best, and I seen that poll going around, that post.
You know, they don't add up.
We know it's the
Let's
two
get
best,
it,
right?
Let's get this out the way. The best Marvel movie blows the best DC movie out the water.
But I seen this conflict happen, and
this is me being a DC
it
fan.
seems 60-40, and I thought 40 was a strong. Wow, I didn't expect so many people to
40
agree.
is stronger than what I thought, because I would think it's a blowout.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was.
respectfully.
What's the two? Because I know what's the two.
What, best? The two best of the best?
Yeah, of each side. I know what's the two.
Because I don't know. Because me personally, like, I might not pick the well, now that I think about it. Well, the best Marvel movie, let's get that out the way.
You know what it is. I don't know what you're gonna say. Yeah, Infinity War.
Infinity War.
Hands down.
Okay,
Hands
okay.
down.
I didn't want to, like, respect.
Nigga, first of all, Infinity War is my favorite movie of all time, beating Avatar 1. Like, I loved Avatar 1 up until Infinity War came out.
That's saying a lot. That's saying the fact that this nigga liked it more than Avatar, saying a lot.
Yo, you know how much I loved Avatar, and I used to give y'all shit for going to see it in the movies. I didn't realize y'all seen greatness. Could never take that back.
Fucking IMAX too.
Wow.
Loved it.
So yeah, it's Infinity War, and what's the best DC movie ever?
See, that's why I feel like we're
probably
disagree.
different. But honestly, I think I'm with the general public. The Dark Knight with Joker. Just from front to back, like sitting down.
No,
watch.
that's crazy because respectfully, I wasn't even putting not that I wasn't putting that in the rank. That didn't even come to mind right now, and that's saying a lot for me. Respectfully, I'm a Batman fan. Like,
Yeah.
This is best. That's probably the best Batman.
So that's. Oh, but so you was about to say that sentence. That was telling me that that's not your favorite Batman movie.
not my favorite Batman
Or
movie.
that you think is the best. You don't acknowledge it as the best.
Yo, like, I ain't gonna lie,
think it
bro.
is.
Personally, my favorite DC movie ever. And like, this is crazy because it's like, it's not a Batman movie. My son wasn't even in it.
Man of Steel?
Nah.
All right.
Suicide Squad.
1.
2.
The second one is
King
better.
Shark.
Yeah, all right. That was a good one, but that
That was
Idris
amazing.
Elba, like,
to me,
that's my favorite
I felt
DC movie.
I felt
bro.
forced to like it. I felt by the general public and everybody, and I felt forced to like it, and I liked it when I watched it because I like superhero movies. I know I keep mentioning that. It was entertaining and it was a good movie, but seeing how much people liked it, I felt forced to say that it was mad good.
Nah, for me, it's crazy, right? Because I hate giving Marvel so much flowers. Not that I hate giving Marvel so much flowers. It's me being a DC nigga, it kills me to give Marvel so much flowers over DC. The second Suicide Squad was the closest thing we got to an MCU movie from DC.
Yeah,
Like, you feel
you're
me?
James Gunn, so it makes sense.
Like, it checked all boxes. It was aesthetically pleasing. Like it had the CGI and all that shit. You feel me? It had great CGI. It had a great story. It was gory enough / lighthearted enough to be an adult movie, but for us to really enjoy it like humorously. And this is all things that Marvel give me. This is what makes the MCU great to me. It's a great, like the MCU movies.
They check more boxes than they don't check.
Yes, you feel me? Like them niggas. Granted, I like DC way better than Marvel. I like DC characters. But as far as the MCU versus the DC movies, they check more boxes. Like MCU, they give me exactly what I want from seeing a movie overall. Like you feel me? Like not the bias in me. The fanboy in me is gonna like a superhero movie no matter what.
Yeah, the reason why the Invisibles are so great.
You feel me? Exactly. Perfect example.
I'm not gonna lie, as bad as this sound, I don't think I would have liked Suicide Squad 2 if King Shark died. I would not like the movie.
Yeah, but
I would dead not like the
and
movie.
respectfully, you're you probably get it from me, but you're super biased. Once they put one of your
That's
favorite,
funny because it's the sun.
once they put one of your favorite characters in something, that's it. That's all that
We
matters.
can't do nothing
Yes.
about that.
That's all that matters to me.
But if he died, I dead would have.
I'm not gonna lie.
I cried when he was fighting all those little tiny things. I thought he
The
was gonna
stars.
die.
I want to pat myself on the back for doing so much eternal work to making myself not be biased nowadays.
I try. I'm still struggling. I still struggle. I ain't gonna lie. I still struggle.
Like I genuinely had to fight myself so much to just be truthful if my favorite character's in a scene, but I know something else is better. Like it takes a lot.
No.
If you bias, you understand.
I learned I gotta let shit marinate before I jump out the window.
Same here. But that's something that I think just happens because everything's good on the first watch appearance. First impression is everything, right? So the more time that passes, you get to sit with something and then it's, all right, let me judge it now for a clearer thought.
Yeah.
So we talked about that last time. It's with anything. So I think that's just human nature. And that's why a lot of times when I give my reviews on like movies when I first see them, I always say, I'm going to come back in 2 weeks and give another review on it and rate it again. Because I know it's either going to drop or probably raise. It's going to fluctuate because I know like 90% of the time it happens to me. Any type of movie from any studio, I see it 2 weeks later, a month later, and then I'll be like, all right.
Does it hit as hard?
It could go either way, but I know it's going to be different from what I initially gave it. Because at first everything is like, yo, that was dope. Like, that was dope. Like, that was crazy.
No, that's what I was gonna. That's crazy because that's the next question I was gonna ask you personally. Like, what do you feel like happened more? A movie decreased or increased?
Decreased.
That definitely happened more to you.
Yeah, on the superhero movies period, or I'm just yeah, because that's what we're talking about. Yeah, decrease.
Yeah, no, I could agree with you.
Because everything off rip is like, yo, it's crazy.
Yeah, no.
But then I'll be like, it wasn't that crazy. That's how I
could agree with you. I 100% agree.
That's how I know something's dead trash if I don't like it the first one.
Wow, first of all, get out my head. Because that's exactly what I was gonna say next.
No, for sure.
That's exactly what I was gonna say next. That goes to show you, a movie is really trash. If I watch superhero movies, a movie's really trash. If I watch it the first time and I'm not pleased at all, like if I have complaints and.
So
like Blue Beetle, bro. Blue Beetle really let me down, bro. Like really, really let me down. Like picture that, bro. Picture a movie you know. You know yourself, right? Now speaking of myself, I'm speaking of me, but I'm just saying, like, picture like you know yourself. You know your bias. You know you like what you like, and
Silver Surfer.
Exactly.
For me.
I know. I'm saying I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Blue Beetle is one of those characters for me. When I heard they making a Blue Beetle movie. And I seen who's playing him, and I seen the costume before the movie even came out.
I acknowledge this on the podcast multiple times. That's probably the best costume that they ever made in any superhero movie, just off of without CGI added to it.
Yeah,
like it looks like that on set.
Yeah,
it's probably the best.
It's almost identical to the animated version.
It's amazing.
Like it's crazy. But then to watch that movie, bro, and to deadass be like, fuck, whelmed. I'm not underwhelmed. I'm not overwhelmed. I'm whelmed.
Yo, We never got to get your answer though. What's the best DC movie ever?
Nah, I said Suicide Squad.
Oh, you did. I'm sorry. You did say that.
Suicide Squad.
Wow.
2,
So
man.
all right. So my second question was gonna be: so you honestly think Suicide Squad is better than The Dark Knight or Man of Steel or Batman 1 with Michael Keaton?
I don't really like The Dark Knight.
Whoa. First of all, I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, wait. we can't like. I feel like with the Michael Keaton movies,
It's nostalgic there, so there's a lot of that there.
yeah, like
But
overall,
us
come on,
knowing
let's
what's
go.
a good movie nowadays, we could pinpoint certain scenes in that movie, line, dialogue. They'd be like action scenes. They'd be like, that's a little lame.
with the Michael Keaton shit.
Yeah, like there's certain dialogues that I'd be like, okay, that's lame.
I mean, yeah, but was it lame at that time though?
Of course not.
That's what
Of course
I'm saying.
not.
Like,
But us growing
the time-
up, but we was young at that time.
yeah.
Us knowing what's a good movie, period. Like you can watch.
It holds up.
Yeah,
Does it hold up or not?
that's what I'm trying to say. So like we know what holds up in that movie and what doesn't. I think that's why
Yeah.
part 1 is better than part 2.
It's about that time. Assemble and talk. No cap. It's a civil war. You thinking you worthy. You feeling like door. Smash that like button like Hawk. Yeah.